Hello, I'm Sam, a GCSE maths tutor at ClassRx, an online one-to-one STEM-focused professional private tutoring company. I have a degree in physics from the University of Oxford, and I tutor maths and physics at both A-level and GCSE level. I really want to help as many people as I can get the grades they deserve, because I love maths and physics, and I want to show that everyone can have fun and do well given the right teaching. In the next 3 minutes, I will teach you how to add fractions, which is part of the GCSE maths curriculum, and it's very important as it continues to get used all the way through A-level and university. So our first example we have here is 1 over 6 plus 2 over 6. Now, when you want to add fractions together, the first thing you have to make sure is that their denominators, that's the number on the bottom, is the same. And when they're the same, what it means is you can just add the two numerators together to give you the fraction that they add to. So if we add them together, we get 3 over 6. But as you might remember, 3 over 6 can be simplified by dividing the top and the bottom by 3 to give a half. So 1 over 6 plus 2 over 6 is equal to a half. Now what does this look like visually? I always like to think of these problems visually. So I think of a pie chart. So what does a 6 look like in a pie chart? Well, a 6 looks like this. And then what we're adding to it 2 6. And if you add these two chunks together, you get this, half a circle, which is a half. So as you can see here visually, you've got 1 6 plus 2 6, and that is equal to 1 half. So let's have another look at another example here. So now we've got 1 quarter plus 1 half. So remember what I said about the denominator, the number on the bottom being the same. Here, we don't have that. So we have to fix that. So what we have to do is we have to times the top and the bottom of the second fraction by 2 to get it to be over 4. And if we do that, we get 1 over 4 plus 2 over 4. So now that the bottom two numbers are the same, we can add the two numerators together and we get 3 over 4. So 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 is equal to 3 over 4. Now what does this look like visually? So if we look at what a quarter looks like in the pie chart, we have a quarter of a circle, and then we add to it half of a circle, and when we add them together, we get 3/4 of a circle. So that's just a visual way of looking at 1 quarter plus 1 half. You get 3/4. So now let's have a look at an exam question. So this was in a GCSE exam, and you've got 1 over 12 plus 5 over 6. Now if you remember, we need to get the denominators to be the same. So what we need to do is we need to multiply this one by 2 on the top and bottom. And when we do that, we get 1 over 12 plus 5 over 6 is equal to 1 over 12 plus 10 over 12. Because 5 times 2 is 10, and 6 times 2 is 12. So now when we add the two numerators together, we get 11 over 12 because we ignore the denominators when they're the same and we just add the two top numbers together. So we get 11 over 12. So the answer to this problem is 11 over 12. So we write that on the answer slot. And you can see here that this question was worth 2 marks. So do we have 2 marks here? Well, 1 mark is for getting the correct answer. So that's a big tick. And then the other mark must be for our working out. So you've always got to put your working out in these questions to get all the marks. And here it looks like the other mark is probably for changing 5 over 6 to 10 over 12. That is where the other mark. So we've found our 2 marks. So we would get all the marks for this question. This is an important thing to be able to do because it's used in a lot of future questions where it will just be assumed that you can do this. So it's a very good thing to learn. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or would like to contact us, please visit classrx.com or drop us a line at hello@classrx.com. classrx.com. That's hello at classrx.com. Mentioning my first name, Sam, in the subject.